fourth graders again. Today we will continue the exercises in your workbook on pages 48 and 49 and 50. Let's start with the first exercise, exercise G on page 48. Okay, read and complete, or read and write the verbs. Okay, we have a paragraph here. I underlined all the verbs too in this paragraph. Please underline all the verbs too in this paragraph as I did here. Okay, first of all, I will read the paragraph, then we will write the correct word in the blank. Okay. Louisa wrote a letter to her grandpa yesterday. She writes a letter to her grandpa every week. In the letter, she told her grandpa about all of the things that had happened that week. بيحكي لي لهون إنه بنت اسمها لويزا بتكتب كل أسبوع. امبارح كتبت رسالة لجدها، وهي كل أسبوع بتكتب له رسالة بتخبره فيها إنه الأشياء اللي حدثت معها أو حصلت معها في هذا الأسبوع. طبعا wrote معناها كتب verb to، وtold أخبر، happened حدث. أوكي طيب let's continue. On Monday she studied for her math test. بتحكي لجدها إنه يوم الاثنين أنا درست لامتحاني الرياضيات. studied هي الverb to وهي regular verb to. She got a perfect score on test. وهي حصلت، got معناها حصلت على علامة ممتازة. And she was very happy. Okay. The next day she practiced the piano. في اليوم التالي بتحكي لجدها إنه هي تدربت على عزف البيانو. practiced معناها تدرب، وهي regular verb to. Wednesday was a busy day as Louisa helped her mom. بس يوم الأربعاء كان يوم جدا حافل، فهي ساعدت أمها في هذا اليوم. They cleaned the house from top to bottom. cleaned هي verb to معناها نظفة. هي نظفت البيت مع والدتها. On Thursday she relaxed with a book on the couch and watched a movie with her sister. يوم الخميس كان يوم راحة بالنسبة لها. she relaxed ارتاحت وهي verb to، and watched a movie شاهدت فيلم. watch verb to. The next day she played Alice in the play. اوكي في اليوم التالي اللي هو بيكون فرايداي she played مثلت دور أليس في مسرحية. play هون معناها مسرحية. اكتبوا يا رابع المعاني. play هون معناها مسرحية. هون played معناها لعبت دور أليس في مسرحية أليس in Wonderland. أليس في بلاد العجائب. The crowd cheered and clapped. الجمهور cheered and clapped يعني حياها and clapped صفق لها at the end of the play في نهاية المسرحية. Louisa is sure there will be even more things to tell her grandpa next week. Okay, let's do the first sentence. Louisa for math test on Friday. Yes, excellent يا رابع، أكيد studied. Okay. The crowd after Alice in Wonderland. The crowd أكيد cheered هتف. Okay. She practiced the piano. On Thursday she relaxed on the couch with a book. Okay, now let's move. طبعا كل هدول الverbs مهمين، ممكن أجيب فيهم منهم بالامتحان، فركزوا عليهم. شوفوا إيش اللي بينتهي ب IED ب D ب ED يعني وهيك شغلات. Okay, now let's move to exercise H page 48 بنفس الصفحة. Okay. Okay. بحكي لي exercise H read and write negative sentences. read and write negative sentences. The first one is done for you. Louisa helped her mom. طبعا I am going to change this sentence from positive to negative. بما إنه عندي ed يعني verb to I am going to replace the ed with did، يعني بدي احط بدل هال ed بدي احط لها did وارجع الفيرب لفيرب 1. بتصير زي ما هو موجود عندكم بالكتاب. Louisa didn't help her mom. I ask you please to write this note. Please write this note. Okay, which is يعني to form a negative. You follow this rule. Subject. لا بكتب بالعربي أنا. أيوة للنفي. بنعمل subject. اكتبوا هاي النوت. Write this note please. Plus didn't. اكتبوا هاي النوت يا رابع. Plus verb 1. مهم جدا إني أنا برجع الفعل لverb 1. Okay. Sentence number 2. She watched a movie with her sister. I am going to negate this sentence so it becomes she didn't watch a movie. حطيت السبجكت، هيني مشيت على القاعدة، حطيت السبجكت بعدين didn't بعدين رجعت الفيرب لفيرب 1. Number 3. Louisa studied for a test on Monday. بتصير بدي أنفيها بحط السبجكت اللي هو الفاعل لويزا then didn't برجع الفيرب لفيرب 1 study for her test. Louisa didn't study for her test. Okay, let's continue our exercises. Okay. طيب عندي هذا الاكسرسايز عندي verbs too. I am going to fill the blanks. Okay. لحظة. Okay. A soccer game. زي ما انتو شايفين he watched a soccer game. Okay. Number 2. Played or practiced music. Number 3. Their grandparents أكيد visited their grandparents. Number 4. To the radio, listened to the radio and played the violin. Downloaded a board game. اوكي. طبعا هذا السؤال كأنه في غلط يا رابع عشان الصور عندي فيهم غلط مش الجمل، لانهم هون عندي مش downloaded a board game، يعني هم بالصور في غلط، بس انه هيك يعني منحلهم نحط الكلمة المناسبة بالفراغ المناسب. اوكي. Now let's move to exercise J on page 49. اوكي. اوكي. بيحكي لي exercise J. Look and write what the first question is. طبعا these questions are WH questions. اوكي. اكتبوا نوت عندها، اكتبوا نوت عند questions انه WH word questions، يعني هدول الquestion ببلشوا بكلمات فيهم WH مثل what, when, where. اوكي. فبعدين بنحط ورا WH word did. اوكي. ما بنغير اي اشي. دائما زي ما بقول لكم لا تخافوا لما تشوفوا اللي هم WH questions. اوكي. What did she do؟ معطيني الفيرب between brackets carry يحمل. طبعا بدي أجاوب she carried her dog. Number 2. What did she do؟ معطيني الفيرب between brackets check. بدي أنا أحط جواب she checked her email. أوكي. بدي أعمل answer in past tense. And number 3. What did the baby do؟ بنحكي إنه she crawled in the park. She crawled in the park. Okay, now let's move to page 50. The exercise K, page 50. طبعا this is very important exercise كمان يا رابع. How to form a sentence using past tense. برضو اكتبوا لي this note please. عندي السؤال نكتب هاي النوت إنه to form a sentence using using verb to You start with the subject plus verb to plus complement. Okay. Let's see the first one. عندي he play the violin. I am going to change the sentence into past tense sentence. بحكي he played the violin. طبعا I follow this rule. Subject he, verb to played, وحطيت complement the violin. Number 2, she washed the dishes. زي ما انتو شايفين she subject, washed verb to, و the dishes complement. Number 3, we painted a tree. And number 4 is they planted flowers. They planted flowers. طبعا this note is very important. Okay. طيب. Now let's move to the last exercise on page 50, which is exercise L. Read and circle. Okay. Okay. بحكي لي she watered the flowers. أكيد I am going to circle this picture. Number 2, they played in the snow. I am going to circle this picture. He listened to the radio and he cooked food. They watched a movie. And the last one, I played the violin. I played the violin. Please pay attention to verbs too, to the verbs too. Watered, played, cooked, listened, and watched. طبعا يا رابع, this is the end of our class for today. Thank you very much.